She doesn't believe, but she's extremely nice. I'm not trying to like make.
What is we doing? Oh, she doesn't believe. What the hell is we doing, bro?
It's the Tyrone. I just got that free for you because you love the whole.
I got loyalty inside my DNA.
Mr. Damon Darling asked an atheist why they don't believe in God. And basically, he's going back and forth with an atheist in a store. This looks like Kroger's. Or maybe, no, this is like Kroger. It looks like Kroger or Publix. I don't really know. Or maybe Publix? I don't know. I'm guessing it's Kroger's. But I could be wrong. Anyways, basically, they're having a back and forth conversation. And I don't know the gist of all this. Hopefully this don't be some buffoonery. But I wanted to get out this reaction video real quick for y'all because I love y'all and I love putting out content for y'all. Let's get into it.
Okay. You believe it's like an angel or a God?
Let's go
Time
back
on
a
the
little bit.
clock, all the time.
Like whenever you.
2011 carding for people.
Oh, okay, cool.
I
was just checking out your tattoos.
Got all kinds
Yeah.
of them.
What are any meaning going on or just having fun?
There's lots of meaning. Like
Okay.
I got this one. A cousin of mine passed away in 2011 at 17 years old.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I got the time 444 on the clock because I see it all the time.
The time that he passed?
That she around the time
Oh,
that
she passed.
But
Okay.
I see that time on the clock all the time.
Like whenever you just randomly glance, it's that time?
Yeah.
What do you think that means?
I think it's protection. I think it's showing somebody's watching over me. But I see it like...
You believe it's like an angel or a God? You believe in God?
I don't.
You don't believe in God?
I don't.
Why not?
You know what's interesting is when I hear Christians, because if she would have just said, I do believe in God, there would never be the question, why? Why do you believe in God? It's always like whenever it comes to when you don't believe in God, it's just you don't believe in God? What? May I ask what your reason is for not believing in him? Can I introduce you to him? Maybe you just wasn't introduced to right. It's like, dang, bro, I don't believe. It's just me. It's just me, bro. You ain't got to try and evangelize. You ain't got to try to like, figure something out and maybe we could try and come to a solution. I didn't ask for all that. I'm just telling you why. Or I'm just telling you what it is. I ain't even got to validate it. And even when Christians ask you or when religious people ask you why you don't believe or why you're not a Christian, you do not have to explain your whole life to them. You don't have to explain your livelihood, your religious trauma, your vendettas, none of that. You're not obligated to do that. You're not obligated to validate why you don't believe. Just leave it at that. Just be like, I just don't believe. It's just not for me. It's not my taste. No matter how hard they try to pressure you. I just wanted to let y'all know.
What do you put your faith in? How do you have hope?
How do you have hope? Now, I'm sure this is going to be very hysterical for atheists who watch this. But I'm pretty sure, like, for you if you're a humanitarian or if you are a person who is a people person, you're an adventurous, you are a person who extends themselves to the world and things of that nature. You don't have to believe in a God to have hope in life. You don't have to believe in a God to value life. Just like some people feel like you have to trust in a God, you have to trust God, or you have to be a Christian, or you have to be religious to find meaning in life. That's almost never the case. You could literally just be content with who you are as an individual in terms of what you bring to the world and valuing the people around you and the people who raised you. It could be literally that simple.
Because I have
You want to talk about God with us, bud? Bah.
Then you're going to ask him,
Sir,
your man's shopping.
You want to talk about God with us?
What?
We're having church. Do you want to talk about God with us? Oh, love you, buddy. Anyways.
Lord have mercy. The man is shopping. You want to have church with us, buddy? I don't know where this is going, but it does not feel like it's going to go down the right way.
Humanity, yeah. Just so you do believe in being a good person.
Oh, 100%.
You have more. So I guess what I've always wondered about people that don't believe is where do you get your moral from? How do you decide what's
Goodness gracious alive.
right and wrong?
I'm sorry. Pardon.
Hey, want to talk about God with us?
Oh,
We're having church.
I can't.
She doesn't believe, but she's extremely nice. I'm not trying to like make.
What is we doing? Oh, she doesn't believe. What the hell is we doing, bro? What the hell? What is we doing right now? It just... Oh my goodness. Like I said, this is not ending well. Now it's a 2v1. This is terrible.
I'm very spiritual, but I don't believe in God.
So I was asking her, Mimo, how does she decide what's right and wrong? What's her moral compass? Like how do you? Because she's obviously a sweetheart.
Yes.
So
I'm not judging you.
Okay, if she's obviously a sweetheart, then why the hell? What makes you think you have to believe in a God or have to be subscribed to a certain religion in order for you to know right from wrong? That doesn't make any type of sense. You can know what right is from wrong just based upon you being the average human that you are. You feel like that we have to be engineered to know right from wrong. Evidently, that wasn't the case because Adam and Eve didn't even know right from wrong to know not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. They had to literally eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil so that they can become like God, knowing good and evil. Okay, anyways. It's a myth anyway.
no. So what motivates you? I feel like I'm gonna be honest. I feel like if I didn't believe in God.
People are waiting for me in the car.
Oh no, go ahead.
God bless both
No,
of you.
love you.
Love you
Yeah,
too.
you want to give me your number real quick? Can you do that? Thanks, like that. No, I just always wondered because if I didn't believe in God, if I didn't like serve Him, I feel like I probably wouldn't be a very decent person.
Don't say it. Oh my God. If you have to believe in a God to be a decent person, you are not a decent person. And I used this I used this example with one of my friends the other day in how when you literally interact with little kids, it could be at the park, it could be at the grocery store. Do you see how naturally loving they are? And also how naturally resistant they are to bad energy. Like, you ever place a baby in the hands of an adult and they just immediately start crying? But then when you place your hands in mama's hands and grandmama's hands, or just somebody that you know is very good and loving hearted, they're very soft, they're very settled, they're very at peace. When you see 2 to 3, 4-year-olds and they, hi, hey, I got this and I got that, I got a balloon, and like, you just see how naturally open and loving they are to the world. We are naturally loving creatures. We are naturally righteous creatures. Now, from my perspective, if Christians want to try and use this as an example, but I do believe that we all are an extension of divine consciousness, of infinite source. And so because we are extensions of divine consciousness, of divine source, by default, we all have the nature within us to be right and also to be wrong, to do good and also to do what we call evil. You feel me? But to make the case that if you don't believe in a specific God or in a God at all, that you automatically are a bad person, or you would be more likely to be a bad person.
It kind of motivates me. I'm not saying I would hurt people or be bad, but I probably, would just go out and just have a good time with the ladies and booze it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would feel like there would be no consequence for it,
Consequence?
It's a good thought,
Oh my
though.
God.
Yeah, so you're just motivated anyways to do the right thing, huh?
I am.
With no reward.
There's no... You should never want to do good just for an award and a mansion in the high skies and the sweet by and by. And the fact that you would want to do all these different types of things just so that you can get some type of grand reward and be hugged by the Lord and Savior of the is completely idiotic. And your intentions for doing good, your motives for doing good, I would say, are not truly authentic. You're not doing good because you are a good person. You're doing good because you want a reward based off of what this man is saying, based off of your response. You don't want to live without God. You don't want to live without Christ because of the consequences. But what about the consequences alone of you just living wild? What about the consequences alone of just you living life barbarically? There are consequences for that, whether you believe in God or don't.
Well, I think living is a reward.
Okay.
And seeing the good things that you do for people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that makes sense. So where do you think you're going after all this? You don't think you're going anywhere?
I don't know. It's an unknown.
Oh. But you think you'll probably go somewhere?
It's an unknown
I don't know.
Do you kind of lean back and forth, or you're just 100% you just don't know?
I don't know, and I don't think about it because...
Does it give you anxiety?
She just said she don't know, bro.
No, it doesn't give me anxiety, but it's like, what if you believed all of this, and you believed that there was a heaven or a hell, and then at the end, that's not what it is. Like, you got to see everything.
Well, here's the thing. If you're just going to die and be gone, what did you really lose? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't lose nothing. You're not really wagering anything. It's just like, especially you, because you want to be a great person anyways.
Yeah.
So you might as well, give God a chance, even if you're not fully convinced, even if you just got a mustard grain of faith.
No. You can't. You see what he's doing? You can't bait people into believing in God. Just step your toe in the water real quick, see if it feels nice. It's better than anything. What? That is not faith, bro. That is not how you believe. At all. Like, what is we doing? Just have a little mustard seed of faith. You ain't got to go to church or nothing. You ain't got to read the Bible or nothing. But just know that he's around. The man is like, what? Give me a break, man. What? What you gonna lose? Your whole life. Because if you get to the near end of your life and you realize that everything that you did for this God was meaningless because there was no God to begin with, or at least for this case, this God specifically, you dedicate your whole life to a sham, to a scam. I guarantee y'all feel very disrespected if somebody scams you out of your money. A man would feel very disrespected if he started raising his kids and find out that his kids aren't his. I don't know how you could just somehow just loosely serve a God and be under a religion and just, it doesn't really matter if it's real or not. It doesn't really matter if it's true or not, because, if you don't believe and then you die, you don't really lose nothing. But if you do believe and you die, if you do believe and he's not real and you die, then you don't really lose nothing. But if you don't believe and you die, he is real, then yeah, you're going to hell. That is despicable.
Yep. So I'm thinking. So my thought is,
because then when you get there, then you get heaven too. So.
But do you think that what you're doing on this earth now, believing in God or not, will still give you the same outcome in the end?
No, very because quiet. If I deny God...
He had to think on that one real quick. But that's a very good question. If I live a great life and I live according to my motto and I serve others well and I do good unto others well, can I still have the same outcome? He's talking about, no.
And I die, I won't get heaven.
Well, see, I don't deny God, but
okay.
I don't.
You're not fully convinced.
Correct.
See?
And so I don't pray to.
I
pray
think
to a God.
I think you kind of believe. You just said it right there.
You see how he's trying to like. That is so manipulative. Oh, okay. So you're not rejecting him, but you're not convinced. I think you believe. You'll come around. Just keep on praying. Just keep on hoping. I mean, he's talking to you right now. He's speaking through me. Like what? God has a plan. This didn't just happen for no reason. I put money on it. He's gonna try and shift the conversation like that.
Because you won't deny him. So you kind of think there
like
might
this.
be one.
And I think that many people. I mean, there's tons of people.
She's being very
have
respectful.
Different beliefs, and
Yeah.
I think they all have their right to believe.
No, me too. Me too.
Different gods. And
Yeah, me too. I would never bash someone's religion or belief system because I wouldn't want them to do it to me. I want to be free to feel how I feel, you know? So, and I don't go around trying to force it on nobody. Just encourage. All I'm trying to do is encourage. That's it. But I think you kind of believe. You literally said it. You kind of believe.
I mean.
Yeah, you won't deny them.
Right there.
So that's beautiful.
So it's like do good for people.
Yeah.
And see.
Yeah, I love that.
Reward.
Yeah, awesome.
So I do
Cool.
Instacart outside of my regular job because I like helping.
Oh, nice.
So.
Yeah. What's your regular job? I'll let you go
I
after.
work for Victoria's Secret.
Oh, nice. In the store? Or?
The call center.
They have a call center?
Well, they did, yeah.
For what?
Take phone calls for like people's orders.
What do people? Oh, just for ordering.
And like when the website goes down.
Really? It's
So-
that busy and crazy, huh?
Yeah, but they sent
okay.
a bunch of our jobs overseas
Is that
last
it?
year.
Really? Thailand?
India.
Oh, India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it? Really?
Hello. Yeah, that. Well, keep getting tatted.
Hello.
Hair's out, why don't you? Sometimes. Yeah. Where's the cafe?
Seeds.
Plant little seeds.
Okay, well, what I will say here before I head on out is please don't try and bait people into your faith, man. Like, if you are a Christian watching this, please don't bait people who don't believe into your faith. And just just give them a try. You know, it's a survey. Just try him. Just try him for yourself. I tried Jesus. You should try him too. I mean, look at this man. Do you think this is a very sane person? I mean, most Christians aren't sane. And that's no disrespect, but you know, most schizophrenic people are religious. There's been a case study on religious people, and most of them suffer from mental illness. There has been a recent study with kids who can't decipher between realism and realistic events and fantasy from the age of like 4 to 6. What I will say, like, I have to emphasize on this again, please do not manipulate or bait people into your faith. That is not true faith. That is not the true conversion. But you know what's crazy is that a lot of people will fearmonger you into Christianity. They will bait you and manipulate you into Christianity. And the moment that you start to ask questions, the moment that you start to deconstruct and deconvert, they will literally peer pressure you and gaslight you to the core on your faith. And they love to manipulate on people with low self-esteem. That's their forte. Feeling bad for yourself and feeling shitty about yourself. Oh, that's their favorite go-to. Anyways, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. This is crazy.
Tell me something. You motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I'd rather die than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation. Your DNA an abomination.